Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to Anthony's Horror and More. And today I want to talk to you guys about a movie called Sick. Yeah, Sick was directed by John Hyams, who directed another movie that I like, Alone. This is a nice little thriller right here. It's a magnet release. Definitely check that one out. It was written by Kevin Williamson, who obviously, is very familiar with masked killers with buck knives, or stalking and slashing different people. So this was right up his alley, and there's some great chase sequences in this movie. There's this really cool scene where a character's out on a raft in the middle of the night, and I really like the way that was shot. A lot of good tension there and everything, good suspense. This movie starts out, it's at the peak of the 2020 pandemic, and this guy's just going into this grocery store to try to find some supplies, some toilet paper, what have you, so he can wipe his ass, like we all got to do. And there's one box of Kleenex left. He goes to grab it, but this woman beats him to it, grabs it, and then it pans, and you see that she's got like this infant, on her arm or whatever, and she just calls the guy a dick, because he was going to grab the Kleenex or whatever. I don't even think he saw her there. It's not like he was trying to beat her to it. I mean, I don't know, maybe, but she just straight up calls him a dick or whatever. It's like, hey, whatever. But but I thought it started out so perfectly with that, because everybody was acting crazy around that time. You know what I mean? It was everybody out for themselves, and stay the fuck away from me. You're sick. Get away. 6 foot rule, 6 foot rule. Everybody put a mask on. I mean, it was just it was crazy. And some people handled it better than others, but I don't know. It was definitely interesting, but I thought they showcased that very well in that opening scene at the grocery store. It was pretty perfect. But then the guy starts receiving these weird text messages, like he's being watched. Later on, we get to his apartment complex, and he has an altercation with the killer. I won't say exactly what happens, but there's a nice struggle there. I really like the way it was shot. It felt very visceral. It felt like you were in his shoes, just the way the camera movements were every time like somebody got knocked down or thrown over or whatever. I really like the way that was edited and shot very well. So yeah. So then we move on to our two leads. We got Parker and Miri. These two ladies are going to quarantine themselves. They're in college. They want to get away from everything that's going on, so they go to this beautiful lake house, this like nice cabin, right by the lake and everything, like a cabin house, like huge damn thing, looks like a mansion. Then it's got like a rec room and TV, stereo, like all this cool shit in there. And they're partying it up, having a good time. And then, of course, we've got an uninvited guest, starts showing up. And I like it because this killer's smart. He goes through the house, takes all their cell phones away so they can't call out for help. You got to take the cell phones out of the equation somehow. And yeah, and then you just get like a series of these really elaborate chase sequences, which I enjoy quite a bit, where characters are running through the lake and the woods and all this stuff, and you get some good kills in there. There's not a ton of kills because there's not a lot of characters in this film, but you get enough, and I thought it was all well done, very well directed, good pacing. And yeah, I mean, it's rated R, so you do get some good blood and stuff in there. So yeah, I would say definitely check this out. If I had to rate it, I guess I'll give this I'll give it a strong 5 out of 10, which I know seems kind of weak or whatever, but it's not like it's a weak film or anything. It's just nothing that you haven't seen before. And I'll say this: the killer's reveal wasn't anything all that like mind blowing. It was pretty simple and just kind of basic or whatever. So, and even the two lead characters, they were likable enough, the two ladies. But once again, I don't know. I just didn't find myself that interested in them. They were just okay, you know. Like in Scream, you just love all of the characters. In this film, you're just kind of like, whatever, you know. The most entertaining parts about Sick are just, like I said, the chase sequences, the kills, and like just that kind of stuff. It has good pacing. So I definitely recommend checking it out, even though I'm only giving it a strong 5 out of 10. I still think it's worth the watch. I definitely could see myself revisiting this again and possibly liking it even more. I love the setting. I thought the setting was great. And it's cool that it's, you know, it's interesting and unique that it takes place during the pandemic. You know, we get a slasher movie during the pandemic time, so that's kind of cool and different. And plus, it was just nice seeing a slasher again. It's been a long time. That's not part of a big franchise. So go out to your local Walmart. This DVD was only $15. Pick it up, give it a watch. Let me know what you think down below. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, all that good shit. And I will catch you guys on the next one. Peace out.